Hi, good morning, or good afternoon, or evening, wherever you are, whatever time you're doing this practice. My name is Brenda, and this yoga practice is going to be Surya Namaskar B, like a variation. It's going to be a hip opening variation, which I think is, yeah, it's just always great to open up your hips. There's a lot of trauma, a lot of emotions that get stored up in there. So I think it's always great to open them up, release, just kind of feel it out, I guess. And so when you're ready, come meet me in a seated position. You could also be kneeling, whatever is comfortable for you. You just want to close your eyes. And you can have your palms facing up to receive or facing down to ground. It is up to you. And we're going to take 3 deep inhales and exhales, sigh out on your exhale if you would like. Be as loud as you want. Okay. So when you're ready, inhale. 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 And after your third one, release the control of your breath and just observe it, let it be. Okay, we're just going to stretch this out really quick before we get into our Surya Namaskar B, Sun Salutations B variation. Okay, so inhale, arms up. Right arm, right hand to the side, to the right side, and stretch over with the left side body. Make sure your left hip, your left sit bone is on the ground. Inhale up. And the same thing on the other side. You can have your arm, your elbow down. It is up to you. You do not have to. And just reach over. Just get a good little stretch before we start. Inhale up. Exhale. Same thing. Right side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And hands down. You can go ahead and roll your shoulders. Especially like if you're doing this in the morning, it is a good idea to stretch out your body, kind of feel what is going on in your body. Even if you do this at a later time, if you've been at work or just sitting down a lot, it's a good thing to just stretch it all out. Do whatever feels good in your body. And whenever you're ready, go ahead and meet me in tabletop. We're going to do a few cat-cow, Marjaryasan, and Vidalasan. Okay. Make sure your hips are over your knees and your shoulders over your wrists. And when you're ready, inhale out, looking up, exhale, cat, chin tucked in. Inhale. Out. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Just go ahead and do a few barrel rolls, which is shake out the hips. Getting ready for this practice. Okay, and when you're ready, we're going to go into our first down dog Adho Mukha Svanasana. So inhale up into downward dog and pedal the feet out. Okay, when you're ready, walk up to the top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll all the way up into Tadasana. Okay, and when you're ready, we're going to start our variation. The first round is going to be a little bit more dynamic, just to kind of warm up the muscles, warm up the body, so we don't just go straight into it. And then the next few rounds, we will just go ahead and hold the poses. Okay, so inhale, arms up, slight back bend if you wish, if it's in your practice. If not, that is okay. Exhale, forward fold. And you can have your legs or your feet spread to the width of the yoga mat, because we're going to do a little malasana to forward fold, or forward fold to malasana. So we're in forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, forward fold. Exhale a few times with your own breath. Just to really warm up the body, especially if you're doing this in the morning, you're just waking up, or after a long day of work. And in Malasana, you can have your heels up. If you can't have them down, that is okay. Do whatever modifications you need to do. You could also have blocks under your sit bones, if that is easier for you. I've heard that it could be better, so you have like better posture in the lesson. Okay. And the next time we go into Malasana, we're going to hold for 2 breaths. So inhale, forward fold. Exhale. And we're going to step into a plank. So adjust as you have to. Inhale, plank, and we're going to go through a vinyasa. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Bring the knee in and hover. Inhale up. In and hover. Inhale, last time. Exhale, pigeon pose. We're just going to stay here for 5 breaths. Make sure that the weight is evenly distributed between both hips, that you're not leaning over to one side or the other side more. Inhale. Exhale, make your way back to downward dog. And we're going to do that on the other side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, in and hover. Inhale up. Oh, God. Exhale, in and hover. Inhale. Last time. And exhale. Put your knee in between the hands for pigeon pose. We're going to be here for 5 breaths again. And when you're ready, inhale. Exhale back into downward dog. And we're going to hold this here for 5 breaths. You can have your knees bent if that helps you have a straight back. And when you're ready, step, jump, or hop your way to the top of the mat. Inhale. Shavasana. Okay. And when you're ready, inhale, arms up, and we're going to go through it again. Exhale, forward. Inhale, forward fold. Exhale, malasana. 2 breaths. Inhale, go into your plank. You could step or jump. Inhale, plank. Exhale, go through your vinyasa, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, put your knee in between your hands. And we're going to be in pigeon pose. Adjust. And you could even fall over into sleeping pigeon. 5 breaths here. Inhale up if you were in sleeping pigeon. Exhale back to down dog. Inhale, left leg up to the sky. Exhale, knee in between for pigeon pose on the left. and go into sleeping pigeon. Stay up. It is up to you. It is your practice. We'll be here for 5 breaths. Inhale up, back to down dog. And again, holding for 5 breaths. And when you're ready, make your way up to the top of the mat. Into forward fold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Bring your arms to the sky. Back. Tadasana. We will do that one more time. When you're ready. Inhale up. Arms to the sky. Back bend if you wish. Exhale. Fold. Open legs to the width of your mat. Into Malasana. 2 breaths here. When you're ready, inhale. Go into your plank. Exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale. Down dog. Good morning. Inhale. Inhale. Right leg to the sky. Bring it in to pigeon pose. 5 breaths here. Inhale up if you are sleeping pigeon. Exhale, down dog. Left leg to the sky. Knee in between to pigeon. And we will be here for 5 breaths again, whether you are up or in sleeping pigeon. Inhale up. Exhale, down dog. Holding for 5 breaths. When you're ready, Make your way up to the top into a forward fold. Inhale up to Tadasana, to your arms up to the sky, into Tadasana. And just so we find our way back down to the mat, we're gonna inhale up, or you can just make your way down there already. It's okay. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, forward fold. Exhale, Malasana. 2 breaths, and then we're just going to sit down. Just make your way, roll down slowly, and you can be on your knees. I'll face the camera. You could be on your knees, or you could be in a seat. We're gonna do twists just to help detox the body, help kind of get things moving in there. So when you're ready, inhale, arms up. Exhale. Left arm on right knee behind you, and you could be looking over the right shoulder. Staying here for a few breaths, with every inhale getting taller. Exhale, twisting deeper. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, the other side. Right hand over left knee, left arm behind, looking over your left shoulder or as far as you can look. Inhale, arms up. To prayer, heart center, down to your knees. And we're just going to close this practice. If you would like to be in Shavasana, I will actually be in Shavasana for a few minutes, but you could also stay seated. It is up to you. So if you want to be in Shavasana, go ahead and meet me there. You're just going to lay down, feet to the edges of the mat, arms at your side, facing up. And we're just going to be here for a few minutes. Just going to breathe. Take 3 deep breaths, like how we did at the beginning of the practice. When you're ready, inhale. 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 And settle into the space. Let go of the control of your breath. Have your eyes closed if that is comfortable for you. And just let your body absorb the yoga practice that you have done today. Know that you are here and now. This moment is the only moment that you have control over, that you are aware of, I guess. It is the present moment that you are always in, never the past, never the future, always now. And you always have all that you want and need within you. If you would like to stay in Shavasana for longer, go ahead and stop or pause this video now. But if you're ready to end this practice, go ahead and turn to either side, your left or your right, using your arm as a pillow. Just holding your body here, being proud of yourself for making it to the mat. Whether it's your first time, whether you show up every day, be proud of you for choosing you. Inhale up, just seated. And like always in my practices, I like to end yoga with pranayama. So just breathing techniques. Oh, itchy. Okay. But today's pranayama will be the one where we are exhaling with our belly, like, and then we'll go on to the alternate nostril breathing. But if you do not want to proceed with pranayama, that is completely okay. Thank you for joining me. But for those who would like to stay, we are going to get started. So you're going for the first one, for the first pranayama that we're going to do, you're just going to exhale almost like aggressively using your belly. So it's going to be, you're going to be breathing out through your nose. You're not really focusing on breathing in because that'll just happen naturally because of the force of the exhale. So the example would be this. So it's just all coming from the belly. It's like you're pushing all that air out aggressively. But it's really good for cleansing the body. Okay. So we're going to start off with that. When you're ready, you can have your arms facing up, hands facing up, hands facing down. It is up to you. It is your practice. Okay, when you're ready, and big inhale, and begin. Inhale. Exhale. Just let that sink into your body for a few moments before we go on to the alternate nostril breathing. Inhale. And come back. Okay? And alternate nostril breathing. If this is your first time doing alternate nostril breathing, you use your right hand and you can have your index and your middle finger folded in or on your third eye. And you're going to close your right nostril with your thumb and your left nostril with your ring finger. And you're going to alternate. We're going to take a deep breath in, out with both nostrils. And then we're going to close the right with the thumb. Inhale left while still holding the right. And then we're going to close the left with the ring. Exhale, right. Inhale through the right. Close it up. Close up the right nostril with the thumb. Open up the left. Exhale, and that's one round. And we'll do 12 rounds. Okay, I will be guiding the first few rounds, and then I will probably just be counting the rest, just so we know when it's 12. Okay? Okay, and your left palm is facing up while we're doing this. So when you're ready, inhale, exhale, cover right nostril with the thumb, inhale left, cover left nostril with the ring, exhale right, inhale right, close up right with the thumb, open left, and exhale. That was one. Inhale to the left. Close with the ring, open up, and exhale right. Inhale. Close up right, open left, exhale. That is two. Inhale left. Close it with the ring. Open up right and exhale. Inhale, right. Close up right with the thumb. Open up left and exhale. That is three. We're going to do 9 more. Inhale. Four. That was 5. That was 6. 6 more with your own breath. Last one. Last round, more like. And after you exhale through your left, release. And let that practice sink in. And when you're ready, inhale, arms up. Hands in prayer over the crown, over the third eye, over the throat, over the heart, over the sacral, solar, down to the root, back to heart. And we bow and say namaste. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice. I hope you experience some hip opening. And just let me know what you think of this practice, what you think of if you've done any more practices. Let me know if you like longer videos, shorter videos. I try to make them shorter and they always come out about the same length, which is exactly as they're supposed to. So thank you. I hope your day is full of love, light, joy, gratitude, and magic. I will see you next time, hopefully. Thank you so much. I hope you have a beautiful day.